You did everything right tonight. The bath, the lullaby, the dim light. You watched them finally close their eyes and you felt it. That quiet exhale of relief. But here is what nobody told you. At the exact moment you tiptoed out of that room, your baby's amygdala lit up like a fire alarm. Their cortisol began to climb. Their tiny heart searched desperately for a signal it could no longer find. You saw peace. Their nervous system recorded danger. What most parents don't know is that the way we approach baby sleep is quietly shaping the neural architecture of who our child will become. In this video, we're going to walk through 9 common sleep mistakes, things that look completely normal from the outside, and what they're actually doing underneath the surface inside a brain that is building itself at a speed it will never reach again. Stay with me, because mistake number 4 is something almost every parent does on purpose, believing it's the kindest thing they can do. The research behind it is genuinely shocking. Here is what you need to understand first. Your baby did not arrive with a finished brain. They arrived with a blueprint. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for logic, for self-calming, for understanding that this moment will pass, is entirely unformed. It won't be fully developed until your child is in their mid-20s. So when your baby cries at 2 a.m., they are not being manipulative. They are not testing you. They are a system that cannot run alone. Think of it this way. Your baby's nervous system is a device still in beta, volatile, incomplete, searching for a signal, and you are the biological server. Your heartbeat, your warmth, your breath, your voice, these are not comforts, they are data. They are the download that tells your baby's system, you are safe, you can stop the alarm. Dr. Allan Schore at UCLA calls this co-regulation. Your mature autonomic nervous system acts as the external regulator, the mainframe that the baby's unfinished operating system must connect to in order to function. This is not philosophy. This is neurobiology. Your baby's mirror neuron system is running what I call neural Wi-Fi, constantly pinging your nervous system, reading your heartbeat, your vocal prosody, the warmth radiating from your skin, requiring an unbroken, localized signal to achieve physiological calm. The Harvard Center on the Developing Child confirms this. In the first months of life, a baby's brain is synthesizing 1 million new neural connections per second, and every single one of those connections is being shaped by what their nervous system is experiencing right now. In the 1970s, Dr. Edward Tronick conducted what became one of the most replicated and most heartbreaking experiments in developmental psychology, the still face experiment. A mother sits with her baby. They laugh, they connect, serve and return, the fundamental dance of attachment. Then the mother goes still, blank face, no response, no warmth, no signal. Within seconds, the baby begins to reach, to point, to perform, desperate to re-establish the connection. Within a minute, something shifts. The baby's vagal tone plummets. Heart rate variability destabilizes. Physical flailing gives way to withdrawal and then collapse, a parasympathetic shutdown. Listless, dissociated, gone quiet, not peaceful, defeated. Your baby can't tell you what happened in that moment, but their nervous system recorded every second of it. Now apply this to sleep training. When we close that door and let them cry it out, the baby's brain does not experience a safe nursery in 2025. It experiences the African savannah 200,000 years ago, because here is the truth that changes everything. Your baby's survival blueprint was written during the Pleistocene era. On the ancestral savannah, a separated, silent infant was a dead infant, taken by cold, by predators, by starvation within hours, waking at night, crying, reaching for you. This is not a bad habit. This is factory-installed survival code, uneditable, running perfectly, exactly as designed. Your baby's brain cannot distinguish a temperature-controlled nursery from the prehistoric wilderness. To their nervous system, nighttime isolation is imminent biological death. And so they cry, and if no one comes, Dr. Shore's research shows their salivary cortisol spikes up to 40% above baseline. Cortisol, which at these levels is actively neurotoxic to the developing hippocampus, the memory center, the emotional regulation center. The baby eventually goes quiet, not because they feel safe, but because they have abandoned all hope of neurobiological anchoring. They conserve energy to survive. They shut down, while internally, the cortisol and adrenaline remain silently, dangerously elevated. Your baby can't tell you that, but their nervous system is recording it. Stop here for a moment. If you recognize yourself in any of this, that is the point. This is not about blame. There is no blame here. You were handed a cultural script that told you independence was strength, that responding too quickly would spoil them, that a baby who sleeps through the night is a baby who is thriving. Nobody told you what was happening underneath. And now you know. That changes everything. You don't need a new curriculum tonight. You need one small shift. When your baby stirs, before the cry fully escalates, place one hand on their chest. That's it, your hand, their sternum, skin contact. What happens in that moment is measurable. The oxytocin begins to flow, theirs and yours. It acts as a neurobiological buffer, metabolizing the cortisol, lowering the resting heart rate, telling the amygdala the server is here, stand down. Your presence is not a crutch, it is a prescription, and your voice, even a low, steady hum, activates their vagus nerve through vocal prosody. It is the biological signal that pulls them back from the edge of survival mode and into the parasympathetic calm state where growth happens. One hand, one breath, one soft sound, it rewires the moment. Here is something the parenting industry rarely tells you. You will not get this right every night. You will be exhausted. You will make the wrong call. You will close the door when part of you knew you shouldn't. And that is not the end of the story. The pediatric psychologist Donald Winnicott spent decades studying what actually creates secure, well-regulated children. And his conclusion was not perfection. It was repair. The good enough parent, he called it. A parent who misses and then comes back, who ruptures and reconnects, who shows their child again and again that disconnection is not permanent, that you always come back. This is the lesson the nervous system needs any most, not that the world is painless, but that after the pain, someone returns. Chronic misattunement causes lasting harm, but 1,000 small repairs? That builds resilience, that builds trust, that builds a nervous system that one day, when the world gets hard, knows how to find its way back to calm. You showed up tonight. You searched for answers when it would have been easier not to. You are not a perfect parent. Neither is anyone watching this. But your baby does not need perfect. They need you, present, imperfect, returning. Because right now, in the quiet of that room, their mirror neurons are running. Their neural Wi-Fi is searching for your signal. Their tiny nervous system is asking one question, over and over. Are you there? Answer that question imperfectly, consistently, lovingly, and you are giving them something no sleep training course ever could. You are giving them the lived experience of being safe, and that becomes the foundation of everything they will ever build. You are enough. Your baby is reading you, trusting you, and wiring themselves around you. See you in the next video. This content is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for advice from your pediatrician.